Hi Cake Face fam, thank you for joining me today. I got a request on my Instagram yesterday. I posted a picture of my Labor Day makeup that I put together. I did that makeup just without filming. I was just really wanting to sit down and play with plenty of time on my hands, and I ended up creating a very similar look to what I'm wearing today. I used some products that I wanted to play with that aren't available on the market anymore, so I went through my stuff and found some similar, I hesitate to say dupes, but similar colors and things, and used them in a similar way and created a similar makeup look. I really had fun creating this, and I hope that you enjoy watching it. It's a very pretty blown out green smoky eye with a little bit of gold that blends into teal with a peak of plum and a blushy clean complexion that is very under mask appropriate, because except for the lip, that will definitely transfer. But I didn't really use foundation. I just spot concealed, more like concealed in the big planes of my face where I have red blotchiness. But I didn't do a whole lot of complexion layering. So that's kind of what I've been going for lately, because I have been wearing masks everywhere. I'm gonna stop talking and get to it. So if you'd like to see how I created this look right here, then just keep watching. Starting off by priming my eyes using, you guessed it, my Viseart eyeshadow base. I just like this one, and I tend to like to just have one primer at a time. But for real, I always repurchase this. I'm excited because this will be the first time I am using my brand new Viseart Libertine palette. Look how beautiful those colors are. I received a request on Instagram to recreate a look that I posted on there in video. So I'm going to do that, but the products I was using, well, one of them, the main green shade, was actually a discontinued color scheme by Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm going to use this along with Adept Cosmetics. And with my Chikuhodo GSN 9, I'll go ahead and start with this beautiful teal. Wow, that's gorgeous. Holy cow. Wow, that is intense. This is a squirrel hairbrush, so I was not expecting such pigmentation. Okay, this is not gonna end up looking the same as my look on Instagram, because that is not a sheer wash of color. That's okay. We'll make it similar enough, you know what I mean? This is the Matte 11 from Adept. I'm gonna bring this right onto the center. Okay, I can tell this Libertine palette is gonna be phenomenal. That's a really pretty green too though, right? And I'm gonna pick up this metallic satin number 38 or shimmer. I always say satin, but I think the S stands for shimmer. ACS38. I'm gonna lightly layer this right over that teal. And just dipping into this deep, beautiful, rich, like rich blue. It's like a French blue, like a, what's it called? It's not quite a navy, it's like more primary than navy. I'm blanking on the color name that people often call this type of blue, but it's closer to teal than navy. It's like navy, but on the side of teal, if that makes sense, and it's stunning. I'm very happy to finally have this palette. It's been in my wish list for so long now. Okay, so I'm taking this and making a very soft extension out to the side here and creating that shape that I love. Softly going over the edges, adjusting the shape I'm creating. And along this top edge, like in my other look, I went in with a separate brush. This one is the Wayne Goss number 18. First, I'm going to go with gold here, right there, and bring this in the inner edge, right on top. But I want to take, oh, by the way, I'm like dabbing off the brush so it stays fairly clean. And I'm going into this lightest cream color, beigey matte, and bringing that on this top edge, just softening things up. A bit of this purple here. I just realized I haven't been telling you the shade names from this palette. That one here is called Debauched. With my little Sonia G brush, I'm going to bring this into this upper edge and sweep out, cleaning my brush off periodically just because I'm not wanting the teal to take over. I'm gonna take a bit more of the cream, blend that upper edge, soften that purple out a little bit. I feel like I have a look that's very similar to this that I posted not that long ago, so I wasn't going to post this look because I felt like it's a kind of a repeat in shape and color placement. But I'm happy to create this type of look because I truly enjoy creating this kind of look on myself. Underneath the lower lash line, what I did was I took my Sable Hair Isom W21, the teal shade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color here and bring that onto my lower lash line, almost all the way across, like so. That color is Shameless, and Defiance is what I'm going to go into next. Just bring that right in the outer edge here to deepen that, flatten that out a little bit with the matte, because I have a pretty heavy dip right here in my eye shape, so I like to put a very deep matte right in that outer corner in the lower lash line. Okay, and I'll clean up all the way around. Platinum Isom liner. Let me do black on the upper first, and then I'm going to top off that green eyeshadow with a bit of sparkle. And that sparkle is my beloved Warrior Glitter Shadow from Flower. I think my friend Ellen first introduced me to this, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm so glad she did because it is so pretty. Gold glitter in an olive base, Stunning. So I take a little bit. I don't want it to cover my entire eyeshadow, but I just dab it right on top of the lid with a clean finger. Lightly blend the edges with more of my S38 from Adept. Just kind of cover up some of that extra glitter particles. Okay, it is a little messy, you know. If you've seen my videos before, you know this is kind of my process. I'm not bothered by mess. I want the intensity, and then I go back in and cool things down. But actually, I remember an important step to this look is getting a clean brush. In my case, I'm going to use a M518. And I want to take this simple brown color, because I actually forgot, but when I started my look last time, I took a little bit of cream bronzer and I had it going across my eye like this. So it gave a really nice sculpted look to my eye without a lot of effort on my part. But now that I've forgotten it beforehand, it might not be as clean. But who knows, maybe we'll get it there. But I think a clean brush is kind of important for this. I actually surprisingly did my base makeup first before I did my eye makeup, which is bold, I know. I'm just finishing up my brows using a bit of pencil, and then actually put some magnetic Ardell accent lashes on like I usually do, and I'm taking my Pat McGrath concealer in the color L2. And in that look that I created, I actually just wore concealer. I didn't... Oh, this is such a cute little brush. It's from the Vivid Coyudo collection. And it's got this pink handle with goat hair brush. With goat hair bristles. And this concealer is light for me. So I'm going to mix in a deeper one in a second. I wanted like a layer of this around the eyes, so it's like brightest right around the eyes, you know? And the way I do this is I apply the concealer a good step away from the eyes, and then I blend it towards the eyes. Just like so. Right along these edges on the outer wing portion as well. Again, just cleaning off my brush periodically once I start to notice a little too much eyeshadow is on it. Don't want to drag the eyeshadow everywhere. But now that we have this really bright concealer on, I'm going to go in with concealer much closer to my color. And this one is Canal from NARS in the soft matte line. And with a bigger brush, I'm going to blend that together. Bring it down the cheeks a little bit. Right by my inner corner can get a little dark and discolored, so a deeper concealer like this one will help to mask it a little better than the very bright concealer. With green eyeshadow, I tend to like to be particular about my concealing. Don't want too much redness, otherwise it'll just muddy up the look. But I've been putting a lot less right around where I would wear a mask, because anywhere I go, I'm definitely wearing a mask. So it's nice to kind of focus around the eyes and allow this area to breathe. A bit of blush is nice. I got a new one and I'm very excited about it. So I think I'm gonna jump in with blush next. And it's the Hourglass at Night blush. And I think she's just beautiful. Beautiful. It's got a slight sheen. It's kind of this deep peach almost. Really pretty. I'll do a quick swatch for you because I have a little residual bit of this same blush swatched on my hand from earlier today because I just got it in the mail. It's beautiful, deep, peachy color, and it will look so pretty with the green and the gold in the eyes, I think. So I used this earlier to swatch the blush on my hand, and that's what the coloring is. It's not from anything else, and this is from the Vivid line from Koyudo again. And I'm going to take this blush on this blush brush. It's quite pigmented. I have a friend who loves this blush, who has deeper skin than I do. And I think it just looks so pretty on her. Oh, I am feeling this blush. I think a little bit more. I'm going to switch to this Hakuhodo brush that's slightly softer. You can still gold hair, but a little bit softer. Ooh. Yes. I really, really like this blush. A lot. A lot. Okay, I think I might be going a little too hard. I hate when I'm editing my videos and I notice when my blush is super uneven because I never really am careful about symmetry with my blush, and it bothers me so bad when I'm editing. So I'm trying to like even it out right now. Part of it is the lighting, you know? It looks different once I edit than what I'm seeing in person. That's my excuse at least. Alright, I think we are good. A little bit on the lips. Yesterday I used a Givenchy lipstick. You know, the packaging is pretty and luxe, but the actual formula is not very good. So, you know, it just like accentuates any texture, kind of slippery. Not my favorite. A favorite would be one of my NARS Audacious lipsticks, and I think I want to use one of those instead. I want a sort of peachy one too, because the blush is nice and peachy. So let me see if I can find, thinking Barbara. That's nice and flattering. Oh, this is a breath of fresh air compared to that Givenchy lipstick. I'm telling you. Okay, this is like a really pretty neutral to go with this green. Face a little spritz with my recent favorite, the Sulhwasu. And oh, I love that smell, and just the feel is so divine. Okay, I think we're done. I mean, I'm really dragging this one out filming wise. I stopped to chat with friends. I did so much. I kept pausing. I think this is really pretty. I'm going to add one last step just because, and that is to take a bit of this gorgeous blush with an eyeshadow brush. Give that a little swirl, dip, and warm up right below the brow bone. Oh yes. Okay, I think that just gives me a little something that I was looking for. Alright, my friends, This is a slightly altered version of the look I did yesterday. And I mean, I can't say no to green. I just can't. I love, love, love the shift from gold to teal with that green anchoring it together. Little peekaboo of plumminess. Definitely a me look. It was a look that I just sat down and I was like, this is what I want to do. This is the type of look I love. And a sort of everyday look for me when I have plenty of time on my hands. You know what I mean? I really enjoy this. I felt like pretty even with a mask on, you know what I mean? The slight bit of sparkle. These are the types of colors I'm going to be painting my new home actually. The emerald greens with the rich teals. Oh, yes, so pretty. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, for joining me. I appreciate you. I appreciate every kind comment, thumbs up, and view. It makes me feel encouraged, like I can keep going at this crazy YouTube experience. And I hope that you enjoyed this green blown out look as much as I enjoyed creating it. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye, my friend.